Welcome back. I'm working on a massive landscape, 50,000 centimeters by 50,000 centimeters, and I want to show you a trick to handle high resolution assets without killing your render times. Here's an example surface, 6,000 by 6,000. I'm using a level of detail technique where I keep the 8K texture in the foreground near the camera and a 1K texture in the background. It's a huge memory optimization trick. It keeps the VRAM usage low, it keeps the render times fast. I'll explain this example. If you look at this movie, you can see the 8K to 1K swap. It stays sharp exactly where the camera is looking. You won't see this in the standard viewport, so you make sure you're running your Redshift IPR. Here's the node tree. It's a simple flow. The state node, this is the eye of the operation. It uses ray length to measure the distance from the camera to the ground in real time. The range node is the most critical part. This maps your ray length distances to a 0 to 1 value. I set my old minimum to 0 and my old maximum to 6,000, which is basically the same size as the landscape. This ensures that the texture swap happens perfectly across the entire terrain. Then there's the ramp node. This acts as our mask. By using a black and white gradient, we define the hero zone. You see, if we disconnect the textures, we could go directly into the color channel of the material, and you see it's black and white. So what we do instead is we run that through the color mix node. This node is the switch that tells Redshift, use the 8K texture here and use the 1K texture there. One final detail for the 1K background texture, I've gone into the MIP bias settings and raised it to 2. This tells Redshift that the background isn't a hero asset. It forces it to blur slightly and prioritizes processing power for the foreground. That's it. It's a simple node tree, but a massive performance boost for large-scale renders. I mean, there's no reason to texture a 50,000 centimeter surface with a single map. This helps you use the high-res map where you need it and the low-res map where you don't need it. Thanks for watching. I haven't been making tutorials lately, but I'm just working on this one project and I thought I'd share this technique. I also use the UDIM, the UDIM method to make some patches of my texture high res and other patches of my texture not high res, but that of course is for another video. Subscribe if you feel like it. Like I said, I'm not making videos that often anymore, but I appreciate you watching.